What's up? What's up? Welcome to our Facebook Live. Guys, I'm early. Rock it out. I'm excited to be early today. And I know y'all are probably noticing my background is gone. You want to know why? We have been on the road at shows. So we've been at Women at HVACR. We're headed to Pest World. We're going to Service World. We were at TACA Trailblazer in Dallas. We're going to be at TACA Live at Conroe, Margaritaville. So we are rocking and rolling, and basically our show stuff is literally on the road. And so you get a plain wall today, but that's okay. I wore my lemon seed shirt for you. Made sure I had my yellow chairs here. But today, guys, we are going to be talking about 3 ways to keep the leads flowing this fall, lemon seed style. Y'all know us. So Lemon Seed loves the number 3. We have a 3 bucket approach to how we structure all of your marketing, how we set you up, how we help you know where your money's going. And with that 3 bucket approach, what it does is it provides so much clarity for you, because our goal here is for you to understand why, where, how you're spending every advertising dollar that you are investing. So when you do that, it just gives you clarity. It helps organize your thoughts, helps you know, like, where is your advertising dollars actually going. So one of the things that I think Lemon Seed is pretty unique about is we are not your digital agency. We are not your direct mail agency. What we are, though, is we are the master of ceremonies for all of your marketing. We help you make sure that you have the right vendor stack. Listen, vendor stack has become a little bit of a mantra for me lately, because just because Facebook said it does not mean that it's the right approach for your company. So your company, odds are all of you are independent and unique. You have unique brands. Truly, when people say, oh, my market is unique, it is unique. Now there are some like core things that you should always be doing. But overall, your company is unique. Your market is unique. Therefore, your stack or your list of vendor partners that are helping you get your marketing under control and keep leads flowing and things like that, that is honestly where most people miss the boat. Many contractors that I talk through, they're either over investing, so they're overly complicating it with they have way too many vendors, or they've put all of their eggs in one basket with one vendor, and then there's no ability to move and pivot. So not every digital company is the right fit for you. Not every direct mail company is the right fit for you. So Limited, we've become pretty good at making sure your vendor stack is who needs to be. So right now we are talking about reharvest. So let's talk about, of the 3 things, let's get started with number 1, which is reharvest what you already planted. We call this cultivation. Just for little funsies being on plan here, I'm going to call it harvesting your field today. But basically, when you reharvest what you've already planted, so of those 3 buckets that Lemon Seed constantly is pushing our clients for, number 1 is going to be branding. So what are you doing to be top of mind? Number 2 is call to action. What are you doing to actually ask people for the business? And then number 3, once you've already paid for those leads, friend, and you already have those customers in your grips, let's say it's in your spider web, right? You already have those clients in your spider web. You've already paid for the lead. You've already got them. What are you doing to re-engage that existing database? So these are past customers, one-time service calls, unclosed estimates, untapped revenue that's just sitting out there like a freaking treasure box. Okay. So what's out there right now is you already have a solid place to go to start doing some campaigns and efforts that get people really interested. Those of you that are watching, I'd love for you to post a comment there. Drop me your favorite like fall emoji, something. Just let me know you're there and that you're watching. I'd love to know if you do plumbing, HVAC, roofing, pest control, whatever you do, but drop it in the chat for me. I just love to see who's on. I see there's a lot of you on right now. So let me know who's here and I can try to spin some of my examples to that. But when we are reharvesting our existing database, meaning these people we already have paid for their lead, number 1, let's run a We Miss You campaign, right? People that maybe did business with you a couple of years ago, they had an issue, something went down, and they needed something. So you basically can run a remiss you campaign, like we haven't been able to service you, we'd love to take care of you. Let me say a couple of things about this though. One thing that people do, and this is my most much hated thing, my most hated campaign inside of specifically Service Titan is existing customer. And I hate to break it to people, but I just have to tell them quite honestly, your existing database, right? So, hey, 6 years ago, one summer, I went out to Brian's house and added 3 pounds of refrigerant, and he's never called me back. And so, if he were to call you back right now, he's not an existing customer. To me, an existing customer is someone that, hi, Deborah. An existing customer is someone that you actually did service with. You've been to their home in the last 18 months. Okay. Outside of 18 months, and those people are straight up free agent out across the market. Okay. They're out looking for others. So we have to be intentional about saying, hey, we were out there, we serviced you, pest control, we served, we came out and fixed your termite problem. Have you gotten on services with us? Or, hey, we came out and cleared a drain for you. Have you thought about replacing your water heater? Or we recommended doing this when we were there and you haven't done it. We'd love to come out. And so a We Miss You campaign is a very easy thing to do. Short, friendly emails that look very personable are a great option there. Like, just, we miss you. We'd love to come out. Here's some of the great services that we offer. Postcards reminding everyone that it's time for whatever, right? Hey, Bailey, it's time for whatever's going on. Okay. So, hi, Wendy. So, oh, we love the fall leaves. Yes, girl. Yes. So, but short, friendly emails that go out that are very personable. So, like, hey, Crystal, we were out at your house last summer. We'd love to come back out and take care of one of these issues, depending on your service model, right? Little postcards reminding everyone that it's time to seal up for winter if you're pest control. It's time to make sure your roof is ready for the snow, whatever's going on there. Heating and air conditioning, y'all, it's easy. We're getting ready for fall. So we need heat things. We need safety things. We need all kinds of things that are related to allergies for the fall season. So HVAC people, you have a lot of options too. And my plumbers, same things. We should be preparing for whatever. And you can send a little postcards. I encourage you to do something branded, do something fun, that is cheeky or something that make it stand out. So when Ray and I have been gone, my husband and I have been gone to the Women in HVAC conference. And when we got back, of course, I had mail in my mailbox, like this thick. And so as I was going through, I was like, trash. One thing, there's a couple things that caught my attention, not caught my email, my bad, but caught my attention. McWilliams had actually, I'm a McWilliams and Son customer. I know y'all are shocked by that, but it was a big postcard interrupter. Okay. So I've been gone about 7 days. And so it's a big postcard. So probably larger than a 6x9, that just listed all the things they could do to help me get ready for the fall. But also within that same time frame, I got their small 4x6 postcard that says, hey, your carrier system is out of warranty. We should come out. And so I put both of those to the side because I thought, shoot, I need to call, because it don't even get cold in Texas, but I get cold. And so I'm like, I don't want to be like, oh, my pilot light didn't come on or something. So I'm like, it's a $49, whatever it is, fee for them to come out. And one of my boys' showers doesn't get hot. So I'm like, I need to call them. So I set it to the side, right? So again, even though it's my own family's company, I still was very much reminded, like, oh yeah, I need to take care of these little nagging problems, because guys, listen to me when I tell you this. Bailey for sure, living down there in Florida, right? So we do not get the luxury of these extreme temperature swings. Wendy in Ohio, you might get a good swing. Deborah, you actually probably get a decent swing, more than East Texas probably. But when we can get stronger swings, but we do not. So like right now, my pest control companies, heating and air conditioning companies, we are in the funkiest. We're up in middle school as far as awkwardness goes, because it's not hot enough to drive leads. It's not cold enough to drive leads. So, right. So now we have to capture every single lead that comes our way, but we also need to remind people what they need us for. So you live it every day, right, guys? Like, you live in the life of whatever service you offer. So you're like, how do people not know? Because they don't care, y'all. They don't care right now. So nobody wakes up every day being like, you know what I wish I could go do is get my brakes changed on my Jeep. That's not what happens. Okay. What happens instead is I have to be reminded of things that I really don't want to do. So I don't want to spend a bunch of money for somebody to come out and tell me how to fix the shower. I just know it needs hot water and I need to fix it. So I'm like, I might as well use this little coupon. that came, right? Or pest control. Like, I already have somebody that does my pest control, but I've seen some little worrisome spots about termites. I've been trying to like not look at it, right? So I should probably call them. Or I know my roof got damaged in that hailstorm a year ago. And I am a little worried that when the sleet and a little bit of stuff that comes for 2 weeks in Texas, so you see what I'm saying though, right? Like we have to remind people that we actually have services that they might need right now. So I do not think that we can straight up generate leads. So especially like Lemon Seed, I tell you, I'm not a lead generating company, right? Generating leads is a very hard thing to do, but what we can do is pique interest. We can remind people what we do. We can be intentional. Now is not the time to dial back your marketing efforts. It's a time to get very intentional about showing people why they need you, showing people why they need your services and how you can do something with it. Okay. Offer a fall focused checkup. So the number one, we miss you campaigns. I know I went a long way around the world there. Number two, fall focused checkups. Whatever fall activities are perfect for your company, your services. So rodent and crawl space inspections for my pest control people. Even those of you that offer insulation offers, guys, insulation. And now's a great time to offer an insulation incentive on your installs. 50% off extra insulation or duct modifications. Those of you that are doing tank and tankless water heaters, right now is a really good reason to talk about how instant and continuous hot water is what you want. Like, don't let the summer cold come in. Get your instant and continuous hot, I say hot water because I'm from East Texas, but water heater installs. Those of you that have other cool things, like some of you offer like chimney cleaning and things like that, like y'all, this is it. It is now is the time to be particular about getting those ideas out there. And listen, what happens is y'all are like, we don't want to spend any more money because our volume is low. Well, now, honestly, I would rather see you spend less money in your busy season and more money now. It does make your advertising percentage go up, but at least it makes more sense because you have no driving factor. You don't have weather. Most of us need weather to really push strong lead pushes. And so when weather is not our friend, remember, I think I've told some of y'all this. I come from the soft drink industry. It was my first professional job. And listen, in East Texas, you know what? We have to hurdle every year. That was my corporate speak there. We had to hurdle hurricanes. So listen, you know what East Texans do when a hurricane's coming through? We go buy up a bunch of Coke and Dr. Pepper and we go sit down in our house, okay? And we get ready for either evacuees that are coming or not to have no electricity. But you know what? We do buy some water, but we buy the whole heck out of Coke and Dr. Pepper, and that's what I sold. So then the next year, I had to figure out how to hurdle a hurricane year. I'm the only person in Lufkin praying for a hurricane so that I can meet my quotas and meet my numbers, my sales goals. So I live the life of weather. But my boss told me one time, he said, listen, you can't be dependent on things that are independent or undependent, right? So things that are, I'm sorry, unpredictable. I'm sorry. You can't be dependent upon things that are unpredictable because that makes everything extremely hard. So if you're only dependent on weather to drive leads for you in the fall, you are going to be upset if you don't have a strong winter. I don't know about y'all. I would love to know in the comments who classify your summer for me. If you are HVAC and if you're plumbing and you normally have a spike in summer, I'd love to know on a scale of 1 to 10, how awesome was your summer? A lot of my contractors did not have high heat. So a 10 would be like, my summer killed it. We had high temperatures. We had a great summer due to temperatures. Some of you survived summer because you just are good operators. But like, how great was summer? In East Texas, we didn't really have a bunch of hot days. You know what I need? Like 7 consecutive days over 100 degrees. Yeah, thank you, Wendy. Not great, right? Super mild. And so when mild weather hits us, we cannot be dependent on unpredictable things. So we have to figure out how to start actually telling people what we offer in all things so that we don't just go, hey, wait till your AC breaks and then call us. Hey, did you know we do indoor air quality? Did you know that we can help you with insulation? We can, yeah, good, Deborah, 8 of 10. That's great. So, there are times when weather really, and listen, we're all complaining when weather's killing us too because we can't hit capacity or we're over capacity. But at the end of the day, guys, this was a friendly reminder that I want y'all to reharvest what you've already planted. And you have this treasure trove that's sitting there of a treasure box full of customers. Start talking to them with intentionality. Emails, text messages, ringless voicemail drops. So if you're not using a client, a source, there's Hatch, there's Chirp. Lemon Seed loves Chirp. They work well with us. We do a lot of work with them for our clients. There is a new program. Any of y'all that are using a contractor in charge for any of your other things, they are launching a new program called One Path. I've been very impressed with that. And so I would love to connect you with any of those connections. Just let me, or Lapita's on the call watching in the background. So if you want a connection to any of those, we'd be happy to connect those for you. But last and not least, under reharvest, let's talk about using automation. It leans right into the Chirp and the One Path of the world. But automation, guys, here's the deal. There is a cleaner way to do automation. And so I don't want y'all to confuse automation with AI. I have a lot of clients that assume when we say automation, they think AI, and they're like, we don't want any AI. You don't have to do AI. What I'm talking about is setting up any of your FSMs or your CRMs, right, to have good data in them so that you can turn around and pull from that data to send targeted campaigns. So anyone that has had service with you in the last 6 months but did not join your maintenance club, let's send them a free tune-up or a free water heater or something, a free, whatever we want to send them, right? So let's think about how we can just tell Chirp or tell Marketing Pro that we want to pull from this audience, anyone that had service with us but is not on our maintenance club, and send them a free tune-up for the fall, or send them a heavily discounted tune-up for the fall. Remember, you can have trucks just sitting at your office because there's no weather generated demand, or you can get busy and you can get wild and roll trucks. Even if it is to do a free or low discounted item, eventually you will work yourself out of that where you don't need that. But I'm telling you, when there is no need, HVAC people, we are at the mercy of need. And I just want to get us out of that. So that's one of my main goals, is just use automation to send out text and emails and even ringless voicemails where it just shows up in your inbox and you'll be like, did I miss a call from you, Crystal? Nope. But I would say, oh, you did, right? You did. But that is a tactic, right? So just some encouragement there. So let's move to number 2, because I told you I'd give you 3. Number 2, y'all are going to be sick of me saying this, but y'all, there are events everywhere right now. Fall has the most opportunity to, and y'all get sick of me saying it, shake hands, kiss babies, and pet dogs all year long. You got to get moving. You have to get moving. You have to get up out of your office and get out of your home or wherever you're working from. And you've got to go get out there. Right now, there is tons of fall festivals and other fairs and home shows and things that are going on. And guys, when you get out there, give away coupons for free things or very low discounted things. Remember, we're just looking for an opportunity to get in the door when weather is not pushing it for us. Right. So some of y'all could offer free free air quality test, free water treatment plans. All these are free water testing. You can offer tons of cool things, a free leak test, things that will just get you in the home. And then your team has to be good at capturing those people. So this is what happens, right? This is what happens every single day at Lemon Seed. Someone will call me and say, our phones are not ringing. And I'm going to say, okay, let's talk about what we're doing right now. Well, I've got SEO running with my website. Okay. So here's the problem with SEO. It's not a lead generator, right? So people have to actually be searching for your services for your website provider to perform. So if there's zero demand, you're right, your website is not going to perform. Your SEO, your paid ads, those are not going to perform because no one's looking for the service, right? So a lot of you may have a digital ad running right now that it is running based off of other things other than people searching. So a geofencing ad is a good example. I can go run a digital ad in a specific area of my market and whether they are looking for the services or not. Now, let's be realistic on how well do we think that's going to perform. So it's going to perform lower than ads that are running when people are searching for the service. So we've got two people, right? We've got, let me use people that I know. We got Tiffany and we've got Alice, my mom and my sister, right? So Tiffany is looking for the service. She came home. It was very muggy in her house. She can live with it for a little bit, but it's still too hot in Texas. So she goes to her phone and she says, AC repair near me. Your ads show up and say, oh, okay, perfect. I'm going to call Crystal's Heating and Air Conditioning. Tiffany calls, it shows up in Service Titan, you get it booked. That is from your SEO work. You showed up, or your PPC ad, but because she searched for the service, you showed up and now you got the lead. That is a lead capturing activity. Okay. On the other side of this is Alice. Alice just happens to live in the right area where you are just showing ads that you offer duct cleaning services, for example, or you offer drain clearing services. So she just is scrolling through Facebook at night and she sees your Facebook ad, or she goes on to the Academy Sports and Outdoors website and she sees your ad, right? She's looking at her daily newspaper online and she sees your ad. So she didn't search for anything. She just happens to live in the right area where you are showing ads. Okay. Two different styles, right? So Alice was like, oh, I didn't even know y'all did duct cleaning. Maybe I need duct cleaning. And she's going to start clickety clacking around and seeing if she likes what you have to offer. Versus Tiffany she was at the bottom of the funnel, like, I need help now. Alice is like, I didn't even know I needed this, right? So you should be running, if you have the capacity and you have the budget, some of these Alice ads, I'm going to call them, right? Some just geo-targeted, geo-fenced ads that just show up for people. They don't have to be actively searching for things. That's what you have to do during the fall, is you got to pivot a little bit, because there are very few Tiffany's. That's why the leads are so expensive. Everybody's fighting over that Tiffany lead because there's no weather making there be 20 Tiffany's today. There was only one. Only one Tiffany woke up today and said, I don't have AC. Or cared enough to go search it, right? Versus there's a bunch of Alice's out there that you could be pushing ads to. But remember, they don't need your service. They didn't know they needed it. So the response to those geo-targeted, geo-fenced ads is smaller. But hey, remember, we have no leads right now. So anything is better than nothing. And we can be very intentional about offering an aggressive offer. And then once we grab them with that low barrier of entry offer, then we snag them up with everything else that we have. Okay. Your technicians have to be good and your plumbers have to be good of upselling them onto your membership plans and showing them other opportunities. Don't go in there like a greasy salesperson, but you can show opportunities. And so when we get back down here and we're talking about our number 2, which is community buzz, again, we need a low barrier of entry offer when we're at the fall festivals and we're at the fairs and we're at the home shows. So we can just get in the house. We just need in the house, and your technicians can bring it home for you if you are training them correctly. But right now, every house matters. Every lead matters. My CSRs, I'd be like, book the call. They're tire kickers. Book the call. Well, I don't know if we can really service what they're asking. Book the call. This is not a time for us to be super picky unless we're being abused, okay? Unless we got somebody like ranting and raving on us, right? But right now, I encourage you should be looking for opportunities to get in your community, hand out coupons and gift cards, shake hands, kiss babies, give out candy, take your mascots, dress your dog up, hire talent to come out there. I planned some of the entertainment at the Women in HVAC conference, and I paid like $1,200 to have a man walk around dressed in complete mirrors. Y'all, he was the hit of the party because he's different. So could you pay somebody to come out and stand by your booth that is doing something cool? Could they be at the home show walking around handing out your coupons? We're also, this is another time for community buzz. Don't just get out in your community and sponsor things and do things, but also y'all are going to hate me for this, but there is no secret to this. You have to be putting out content. If you're just like, I refuse, I am putting my foot down. Okay, put your foot down. You might as well put your pen down too, because you ain't writing any checks. You can't pay anybody anything, right? Because we're not willing to do what's hard to do, right? Right now in the fall, for a lot of you, whatever your shoulder season is, even if it's not the fall, even if you guys are getting ready to have your busiest season of the year, now it's never the time to be like, you know what, let me just take my eye off the ball. Absolutely not, y'all. Absolutely not. You are forever the umpire, right? Your eyes are always on the ball. You have to always be looking because now is not the time. So you need to be recording digital, you need to be recording content. And if you're not willing to do it, it would behoove you to find someone in your community that is willing to shoot videos for you, coordinate them, and get them posted. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And you know what else? You want to, if you don't like AI, you know what AI hasn't really jacked with right now? YouTube ads. So if you're not doing YouTube ads, that's probably a point that you're missing. But let me tell you, the problem is most of you have no video content to make an ad with. Because you're like, well, I don't like what I look like. Me, y'all, do y'all think I wake up every day like, you know what? Let's go. Put me on the camera. I'm ready. No, I have to be like, okay, I know that I need to be putting out content for you guys, right? And you guys like the content and y'all engage with the content. So I might need to lose a few pounds. I might need to wear different clothes. My makeup may not be right. But at the end of the day, I'm showing up. And so can you. You can show up. And you know what? Your team members can show up. And so I would start making things like, hey, I'm not going to walk around and ask everybody if they're willing to be on camera. They're going to say no. Now, Lemon Seed's a little different. I have a few friends that love a good camera opportunity. Okay. Lupita loves a good camera opportunity. But at the end of the day, guys, you run the company. So we're like, hey, guys, we're going to make a video of you loading your truck. We're going to make a video of you driving away. I want to make a video and then you can do the voiceover. Just the content get the content and get that going. And then also boost your local posts. So once they start picking up and you get some traction, go throw $50 on a post that's actually getting traction. And you're going to be shocked what gets traction. You know why? Because at the end of the day, nobody freaking knows what's going to work. Okay. I can sit here and tell you it's going to be video. It's going to be educational. It's going to be funny. I don't know. It happens all differently all the time. That's why you have to mix it up. I wish I had this little magic button that was like, doop, magic button. Look how great your business is. Guys, I say this often. Marketing is a game of chess that you sit down at and you never get back up. Okay. You have to continue to do things and try things and post content different ways. Fast content, slow content, graphics, videos. It is just part of the game when you want to be active. But awareness builds demand some. So when they start hearing things like they're hearing a weird sound, their system needs a hard start, right? Or they're hearing scratching in the attic, they're hearing rustling things, they can hear their shingles flapping or whatever. They're going to remember your face and your content and your name. That's why you have to build a brand, right? And then number 3, last but not least, we're going to take up the last few minutes of this call doing this. So if you have a question for me or an idea, please start dropping in the comments right now when I go over number 3, which is tightening up your funnels before the next wave of heat and things come in. So use the slow season to prepare for the surge. Okay. Use it to prepare for the surge. So every marketing system needs a tune up before your busy season, but fall is the ideal time to audit all of your marketing, right? Start taking a look at what worked over the summer, what didn't work. And again, whatever your seasonality is, for those of you that maybe, well, summer's not my busy time because I do roofing, whatever your busy time is, you need to audit everything you're doing. Lemon Seed does this before any client comes on. We go look at everything that you are doing and we audit the heck out of it. Okay. We audit it to see like, is what you're doing working? Is everything set up correctly? Is it creative? Is it on brand? And you can do that yourself in a simpler form of it, but you can do it. Double check, go test all of your forms on your website and any of your other things. Are your GLSA ads correct? Is the phone numbers correct? Have you disputed everything and done everything that you can do inside of GLSA? PPC, is it working? What ads worked? Was it video? Was it still? Where was the PPC ads directed? Were they going to a landing page? Was it a click to call campaign? And get it documented. So at Lemon Seed, we have this documented strategy sheet where we document everything that you're doing and how you're doing it and with what vendor and what creative, because it is important that we know. Also, refresh your creatives, guys. So I'm not really talking about a rebrand right here, but like right now, like your visuals should be reflective of what fall looks like in your market. So let me tell you, you know what? I'm not putting on anything in East Texas? Snow. You know why? Because it doesn't freaking snow. Yes, snow makes me think of winter and all of that, but that's not realistic. I can't make a post about snow. I need to be making a post about, hey, y'all think the river's going to freeze? Like, I mean, we need to be talking about different things. But fall visuals, call to actions that are reflective of the seasonality. Go to your website. Take this time to go to your website and go 2 or 3 pages a day, just double checking. We onboard people all the time, and I'm like, "Oh, you do water heaters?" And like, "No, we don't." And I'm like, right here on your website, it says we do water heaters. And they're like, "Oh, no, we stopped doing water heaters 2 years ago." Blink twice if you're in trouble. Okay? That is because we're sloppy with our website, and we assume our website vendor's keeping up with it. They're not. Y'all, they have tons of customers. Do you keep up every time someone moves? Right, for your own customer base? Do you go, "Oh, they moved"? You might, but did you go into the system and document that they moved? No. So it's the same way here. Like, you need to be overly communicating with your website provider. And listen, that customer that we had that we found that, they were paying for plumbing leads, and they don't even do plumbing. So now's a good time. Refresh your creative, go double check your website, and you know what? Add some new content to your website. Now is a good time to hire a photographer to come and get team photos and things like that so that you can update all of your creative. Now is as good a time as any. What about training programs? Go Time Success Group has great training. Blue Collar has great training. There's all these options. Are you a member of best practice groups? Service Nation Alliance, Service Nation, Certain Path, right? Praxis. Those are all great things. They serve a different purpose. Nextstar, they serve different purposes. But y'all, at the end of the day, like now is a time to engage there and get all that cleaned up. And then honestly, you are gonna hate this from me, but investing in SEO content and AI style content, blogging, finding working with your digital provider to ramp up everywhere you can for content, blogs, so articles that live on your website, and also backlinking. Right. So CI Web Group, I have several customers that are on this new program with CI Web Group called Cortex Plus. If you have not joined juststart.ai on the Facebook group, guys, even if you hate AI, all the things that it's bringing, you should go join that group. It's completely free. And all they do is just put out content in there for you to look at and investigate. So, really, the worst thing you can do right now is close your eyes and look the other way, like AI is not happening. But also, don't let it overwhelm you. But join Just Start AI, that group on social media. The content in there is chef's kiss good. But also, it pushes even me out of my box. And I'm actually going to start posting in there more about how you can play with branding and AI. So if you like it and you're kind of wanting to get interested, like there ain't nobody making any money off of it. Just join the group and see those things because they have a Cortex Plus program where they're doing daily blogging. And then my team is going to start doing some social media content that matches those daily blogs. And the daily blogging is what is moving the needle for a lot of my own pest control company with my sister and my brother is doing a lot of this cool stuff because we were a brand new company right out about the time that all this web flow and all this new fun fangled um, AI stuff was popping up. And so now it was a really good time to invest in all of that. So listen, guys, right now, this is fertilizer season. Okay. It is time. The prep you do now will help you be really successful going into next year. Right now, Lemon Seed is helping all of our contractors plan their 2026. And so I would love to talk to anyone. It is no obligation to talk to Lemon Seed. Let us show you what our pricing looks like, our meeting cadence, and why there's no one doing what Lemon Seed does in the market right now, the way that we do it. And so we would love to meet with you guys. Many of us come from the trades. I come from my family's heating and air conditioning business. Now my sister and brother and I own a pest control company together. I have a really good friend that I'm doing roofing together with. And so listen, we live the trades. The trades are what we do. But now, right now is the time to book that call with Lupita. Again, it's just so we can talk shop, see what you need, see if we're a good fit or not. We're not here to force people into it. We're not even super salesy. We probably could be more salesy. We really just want to talk and see if Lemon Seed is the right fit for you. So listen, awareness builds demand. You guys can do it. Go own this slow season where you walk away feeling accomplished, feeling organized, and knowing that you kept your techs busy and you built that maintenance club and you built up and ramped up your training. If you're considering rebranding your company, freshening up your brand, right now is the time to talk to us. If you book a call today and mention this live, Lupita will take $500 off of your rebrand package just for saying you saw us on this Facebook Live. So even if you think I've been considering it, I want to at least get pricing, now is the time to lock in that $500 with Lupita. So just when you fill out the form, Lupita has it there on the screen for you. She would love to talk to you about just what your options are. Book a call with us. Let us show you how we can help you get control of all of your marketing, help you know what vendors are the right ones, and also what's really working for you so that you can win the fall, win your slow season, whenever that is. But hey, we're the girls in yellow. We're out and about all the rest of this fall at all different types of shows. Come up and say hi. Let us know that you watch our lives. In the meantime, guys, enjoy your weekend. It's Friday. Love you guys. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll talk soon.